Welcome back. You get the B team today to host Car Care Trivia, but the B team wears a tie.
A plus
You're
day.
the guest star.
No, just the B team. Al Wright's here. Al, what's keeping you busy over at the Automotive Show?
We're seeing a little bit of everything right now. I mean, a lot of people are, air conditioning season's upon us, and people getting ready for trips and things like that. So we're seeing a little bit of everything right now.
And you have some fine trivia questions prepared. Now remember, do not buzz in until the entire question has been asked. If you do, you shall not be chosen. Number one, when running the air conditioner, which Al said he's working on, you should always run it on recirculation mode. True or false? Catherine?
Catherine is correct. You want to run it on recirc. A lot of people don't understand that when you run that air conditioning system, if you don't run it on the recirc, that air has to go through the whole cycle, where if you run it on recirc, it's already been cooled down, so it's a lot easier, a lot more efficient. A lot of times you'll notice when you put it on recirc that it sounds like there's more airflow blowing because that air has already been cooled down and doesn't have to go through the whole process.
How do you know what to push to run it on recirculation?
Usually there's going to be a little horseshoe like recirc arrow button or max AC.
Okay.
Should you ever not run it on recirculation?
No, I mean, you can run it on recirc. I mean, if you're running the air conditioning, you want to run it on recirc.
Okay. Good to know. I don't think I do that. I will know.
Now you know.
Now I know. Okay.
Number two, the antifreeze or coolant is what makes the air conditioning cold. True or false? Catherine?
False? True. False.
What are you picking?
I'm picking false.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're going to stick with that?
It is false.
Yes.
We get a lot of people that come in and say that the air conditioning's not cool, I want to check the coolant. And it's the refrigerant is what keeps the air conditioning in that system, and that's a sealed system. Two totally separate systems where antifreeze coolant's more for, not to say that if the antifreeze coolant's low that it won't affect the air conditioning system, because that'll affect cooling fans and things like that, but the refrigerant or the Freon is what keeps it in that system cool.
Okay.
So if you had to change from something else other than Freon now, because I know some of the home air conditioners have to change to a different coolant, that's still in Automotive?
Well, yeah, and we just, it was the R12. The R12 was around for years, and then they went to the R134A, and now there's the 1234YF. A lot of people don't understand that it's going to be a lot more expensive on the 1234YF just because of the price of the refrigerant and the price of the equipment to do it, and it takes a lot longer to do than the old standard R134 system. So it's a longer process.
Okay. Well, you have nothing to do with air conditioning. Do you check your antifreeze in the summer at all or not?
Yeah, you definitely want to check the antifreeze. You don't have to worry as much about the protectant level as far as being protected to 34 below, but you still want to make sure that it's full and it's clean. So
if we get 34 below in the summer, that's going to be a very different weather pattern.
Would that be exciting for you, or kind of?
Flurries on the 4th of July would be exciting. 34 below might be a little extreme. Just a little extreme. Yeah, all right, let's go to question number 3. And remember, please don't buzz in until the entire question is read.
Sorry.
When checking the tire pressure, you should A, just add air until they look good. B, look at the recommended tire pressure on the door placard and adjust accordingly. Or C, look at the side of the tire for max inflation amount and adjust to that pressure.
B?
B is correct.
Okay.
There's a misconception. A lot of people see the tire pressure printed on the side of the tire, which all tires have that. We always recommend going with what it says on the door placard, what's recommended for that vehicle, because a lot of times you'll see where a tire will be, on the door placard, it'll say 32 PSI, but the tire may say 44 or 35. So you always want to do what's recommended for the vehicle.
And is it really bad to drive with your tire overinflated?
It'll affect tire wear. If it's a long period of time, overinflation and underinflation both will affect tire wear. A lot of times you'll get a low tire and people think they need an alignment, and it's more that the tire is low, and when the tire is low, it's going to pull that way because it's not the resistance wise as far as the drag on it. It's going to be pulling to that one side. So
you're driving along and that little tire pressure light comes on in your car. How soon should you get that checked? Like, do I have to immediately pull in wherever I can and check it?
You want to check it as soon as possible. It's not usually an emergency, especially if the vehicle feels okay driving it. but you want to get it checked soon. Some of the thing is that some of the vehicles now, they are so sensitive that they could be a couple pounds off. I'm guilty. This morning I was coming in and I started my truck and it was a little cooler overnight. Started my truck and my low tire light came on and it said low on the left front. So I'll get it checked and see if there's something in it. But
Do you know a place to get it checked?
yeah.
I got a guy.
You got a guy? You know a guy.
If one tire is like every couple weeks, low tire pressure, does that mean you should get a new
Typically,
tire?
not necessarily a new tire, but I would have it checked because more than likely it's got a nail or something in the tire that's losing air. Because a lot of times, especially when the weather gets cooler at nights and things like that, most of the tires seem to leak around the rim where the bead of the tire seals to the rim. We see that a lot, especially going to the winter time, especially you spin a tire or bump a curb. And the thing is with the aluminum wheels is that there's forms of corrosion. It's an oxidation corrosion that goes around that rim, and it's almost like a white powdery when you go to clean. And when we do that, we clean the rims and reseal the tire.
Okay.
All right, question number 4.
Okay.
You need this one, Chris, to tie it up. Right now, Catherine is ahead. What is the average annual cost for routine maintenance and repairs? $300 to $500, $600 to $800, or C, $900 to $1,200? Wow. All you have to do is buzz in. Catherine?
A.
No.
300 to 500.
No. C is the correct answer.
Well, I didn't get a chance to answer.
You were going to say C, right?
I was going to say C.
So we'll give you credit. You
All
got
right,
C.
we gotta give us one final quiz question on the spot.
Who's the best shop in Cedar Rapids?
John's Automotive.
See, you both win.
Thank you. Where can people find you?
We're at 4910 Johnson Avenue Northwest in Cedar Rapids, or you can visit our website, www.johnsautomotiveservice.com, schedule an appointment online, or give us a call at 396-4206.
And you can bring your dog, because I brought Imogen and she got some treats.
She got treats.
Of course she did.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you.
Always
Thank you.
fun to have you here.